చేసా. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి I'll go to live. Yeah. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఒకసారి లైవ్ వచ్చిందా లేదా? 15 minutes ఎగో అని వస్తుంది.
10 seconds లో మీకు డిలే అయిపోతుంది.
కాదు ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ లింక్ కనిపించట్లేదు. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ లింక్ కనిపించట్లేదు. యా నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. I think everyone is available, right? Hi everyone. We'll start the session in 5 minutes. Let's wait for everyone to join the session. Today we are conducting Azure DevOps actually, because many people are waiting. Can you hear my voice? Online students, can you hear me? Anyone joined the session? Hi everyone, can you hear my voice? My voice is clear? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? My voice is clear? Please type in the chat box in YouTube live so that I can understand whether you are following or not. Hi everyone, can you hear my voice? Yeah, just wait for 2 more minutes, let everyone join. So, hi everyone. I hope you all can see me. The screen is visible, right? So, here, welcome to MyGo Minds. I think many people are here. Those who are eagerly waiting for this YouTube live. That today our target is to discuss about Azure DevOps. How DevOps is very important in the current IT industry. What is this cloud computing? Who must learn this Azure DevOps? What problems it was solved? Why every full stack developer must have the knowledge on this cloud computing? Because in 2026 there is a good demand for full stack developer, whether you are a full stack Java developer or full stack .NET developer or full stack Python developer. There are many jobs are there in IT industry. Some jobs are fresh. If you are a fresher, if you want to start your career, or if you are an experienced person, if you want to upskill your career, if you have more than 5+ years of experience working on Java or .NET from past 5 to 6 years, but still struggling to update your package, is it clear? Why the companies are, what companies are expecting from the experienced people and what companies are expecting from the freshers? In olden days, there are a lot of jobs are there. If there are different roles are there in the IT industry, developer job is there and data analyst is there, business analyst is there, DevOps engineer will be there. But nowadays, there is a good demand for full stack developer. Full stack developer means you must have the knowledge on end to end. Full stack Java developer, full stack .NET, full stack Python, full stack data science, full stack testing, SDET, software developer engineering and test. So today we are launching here one new batch for Azure DevOps. So before going to this DevOps part, first of all, you must know what is software. Is it clear? Software is nothing but a collection of programs. Why to develop the software applications? To automate the organizations. Organizations are nothing but what? Banks, banking. There are different types of organizations are there, like banks, government offices, real estate, education, entertainment, online shopping. So these organizations are doing business. Business means what? Where the money transfer is there, that is called as business. So in software industry, the main purpose of software industry is to automate the manual process. Is it clear? So in IT industry, there are different domains that are available, like banking domain, education domain, e-commerce domain, railways, healthcare domain, travel domain, government websites, real estate, restaurants, ticket booking, entertainment, social networking. So different domains are there. So first of all, you must know how many of you use these applications in day-to-day life. Every day we are spending a lot of time with our mobiles. We are spending a lot of screen time with Instagram or ordering the food through online, Swiggy, Zomato, booking the train tickets through online, IRCTC, bus tickets through online, Red Bus, Abibus. Is it clear? Flight tickets through online, Make My Trip. Is it clear? People are booking the entertainment. OTT platforms are there. Netflix. I think today one match is also going on. People are very busy by watching that match in Geo Hotstar. OTT platforms. So people are spending a lot of time to interact with these type of applications. Is it clear? In day-to-day life, we are interacting with the different types of applications. So who will develop these applications? Who will test these applications? Who will use these applications? That is the main point. So who will develop the applications? All of you? Developers will develop the application. Please type your answer in the chat box so that I can understand whether you are following or not. So developer will develop the applications, tester will test the applications, end user will use the applications. Is it clear? Developer means you must have the knowledge on coding, whether you are from Java, .NET or Python or JavaScript or TypeScript or Angular, React.js, you must have some coding knowledge is required for the developers. And tester must have the knowledge on testing skills, manual testing and automation testing. Nowadays, manual testing means checking the output, expected value is equal to actual value. Manually test the application by giving some input. Automation testing is also there. You must have the knowledge on Selenium, Playwright, etc. for to do the automation testing. Is it clear? So tester will test the application, developer will develop the application, end user will use the applications. So what skills that end user must have? End user must know how to you operate the mobile, how to install the app from Play Store, how to register, how to log in. For example, you take Amazon. You are an end user. You must know how to order the items in Amazon, how to do the payment transactions, how to apply the coupon. Is it clear? How to get the discounts? That skill you must know. If you are a phone pay user, you must know how to use the phone pay, how to use your check your transaction history and all the other stuff. So in software industry, there are different roles are available in IT industry. One is developer, other one is designer, another one is tester, another one is data analyst, business analyst, data scientist. Data analyst will analyze the present, data scientist will predict the future, because nowadays data is very, very important. Every applications require some data. So what is data? Data is collection of raw facts. Data may be a number, text, speech, audio, video, likes, emojis, stickers, reviews, ratings, comments. Everything is what? Data. Every developer must have the knowledge on what? Data. Is it clear? And for example, if you take data analyst, what he will do? He will analyze the present. For example, if you take Swiggy, now we are from MyGoMinds. MyGoMinds is located at Kokatpalli, and lot of customers are ordering the food in Swiggy. But let us assume all the Kokatpalli area customers are ordering food in Swiggy actually. Biryanis they are ordering. But the restaurants that are provided by Swiggy is very less. Let us assume some 20, 30 restaurants only customers can able to see in that particular app. So now Swiggy is losing their business, right? Because a lot of people, some thousands of people are ordering the food, but the restaurants are very less. Now what the data analyst will do? He will analyze the business actually, and he will take some decisions actually. So what is the solution to improve the business? Means first they have to increase the range of that particular restaurants, because Swiggy is showing only 5 kilometers range to the customers. So in this 5 kilometers east, west, north and south, very limited restaurants are visible to the customers in the app. So what Swiggy will do? They have to increase the range up to 15 kilometers also, so that it is very easy for the customers to order the items, so that and easy for the Swiggy to improve their business. So data analyst will analyze the present, data scientist will predict the future. That is separate story anyway. So how many of you use the applications today? So everyone, almost lot of people. If you open Jio Hotstar, any IPL match is going on, some World Cup, so lakhs of crores of users are watching. Today I think mostly they will watch more than 60 plus crores. People will watch the match live. That is also data only, streaming data. Continuous flow of data is called as streaming data. So who will develop the application? All of you? Developer. Who will use the applications? End user. So what are the problems that are available in the software industry? Is it clear? So you must have the knowledge. Are you following everyone? Live students, please. Can you speak anyone? My voice is clear, everyone. Screen is not visible. Can you view my screen, everyone? Yes or no? Yeah. Good. Please type in the chat box. So who will develop the applications? Developers. Who will use the applications? End users. Is it clear? So now you must know where these applications will run actually. There are two main problems in IT industry where these applications will run. Applications are of different types actually. There are different types of applications that are available in IT industry. One is desktop applications, web applications and mobile apps. Desktop applications are nothing but the applications that we install on single machine are called as desktop applications. Example, Notepad, Calculator, MS Office, VLC Media Player, Windows Media Player, Antivirus. These all comes under desktop applications. These desktop applications can be developed by using programming languages C, C++, Java, C#, .NET, etc. Web applications are nothing but the applications that we access via browser and internet. That type of applications are called as web applications. Web applications are again divided into two types: static web applications and dynamic web applications. Static web applications means the applications whose content is common for all the users. So whoever will open the application, everyone can see the same content. That type of applications are called as static web applications. Example, you can take a movie review website or tutorial website. If you consider a movie review website, if I open the website, I will see the same review. If you open the website also, you will also see the same review. So the content is common for all the users. That type of applications are called as static web applications. Dynamic web application means the application whose content will change based on user, location, time, such. That type of applications are called as dynamic web applications. Is it clear? From user to user, the data will change. The output will change based on input. That type of applications are called what? Dynamic web applications. For example, if I log into Facebook with my username and password, I can see my friends list. If you log in with your username and password, you can see your friends list. So from one user to another user, the data will change. That type of applications are called what? Dynamic web applications. Is it clear? And if you open any banking application, if I log in with my account number and password, I can check my bank details. If you log in with your account number and password, you can check your details. So from one user to another user, the data will change. That type of applications are called what? Dynamic web applications. Based on time, early morning 9 o'clock, if you open Swiggy, is it clear? You can see only breakfast items. Exactly at 12 o'clock, if you open Swiggy, the menu will change. You can see the rice items. Evening, you can see snacks. So based on time, the data will change. That type of applications are called what? Dynamic web applications. And based on search, based on your input, the output will change. If I try to open Amazon, if I order some mobile and you want to purchase some laptops, based on your input, the output will change. That type of applications are called what? Dynamic web applications. And based on location, if I order any item in Kokatpalli, because MyGo Minds is located at KPHB Hyderabad, is it clear? And if I order any item in KPHB, I can see the restaurants near to this location. If other person will order the items in some other location, Amirpet or Lingampalli, he can see the restaurants near to that location. From one location to another location, the data will change. That type of applications are called what? Dynamic web applications. And these dynamic web applications can be developed by using full stack, Java, .NET, Python, Bean stack, Mern stack, Maven stack. Is it clear? And coming to mobile apps. Mobile apps are nothing but the apps that we download from Play Store are called as mobile apps. Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, Snapchat. These all are different types of apps. So mobile apps can be developed by using Android, iOS, Xamarin Forms, React Native. These all are used to technologies that are used to develop these mobile apps. So now there are two problems in the software industry actually. First problem is where these applications must run. If it is a desktop application, it will run on your local machine and manually you have to install Notepad, calculator, MS Office, etc. In olden days, there is a good demand for desktop applications. If it is a web application means what? The application that we access via browser and internet. Is it clear? Web application is a multi-user application. So multiple users will interact with that application. Multiple users can access that particular application. Facebook. How many people will use the Facebook at a time? Lakhs of millions of users. Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Snapdeal. These all are web applications. If you open the application through your browser like Google Chrome, Safari, Opera, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, that type of applications are called what? Web applications. So where these applications will run? These applications will run on servers actually. So the first main important character in our movie is what? Server. Server, browser. So server is nothing but server will provide services to different types of clients. If you develop an application, you have to deploy that application on the server so that multiple users can access that particular application via browser and internet. So web applications will run on server. Desktop applications will run on local computer. Mobile apps will run on your mobile. You have to install desktop applications. You have to install mobile apps. You cannot install web applications. So server is very, very important. Server will provide services to different users. 100 users means how many laptops? 100 laptops. How many browsers? 100 browsers. How many servers? One server. Server is nothing but a big computer actually, which will provide services to different types of users via browser and internet. So where these applications will run? On servers, web server. Example, IIS, Apache, Tomcat, Glassfish, Kestrel web server. There are different types of web servers are available. Java servers are different, .NET servers are different. .NET people mostly they will use IIS and Kestrel web server. Java people mostly they will use Apache, Tomcat, Glassfish. Different servers are available. And the main point is where these applications must run. Very good. Application is running. See, simple point I will try to explain. For example, I have one laptop. In my computer, I have different drives are there. C drive, D drive, and D drive. I will save one movie in my laptop. Only I can watch that particular movie. You cannot watch that movie because that movie is available in my laptop. If you also want to watch that movie, I have to copy that movie in the pen drive and give to you. Then you can connect pen drive to your laptop and you can also watch that movie. So if lakhs of people want to watch that movie, again lakhs of pen drives are required, which is very tedious process to copy and send to all the users. So instead of that, what we can do, keep this movie on where? Server, and you will get one URL, and through that URL everyone can watch that movie. Today you all are watching the my live session. How you are watching? Through URL, just by clicking on the link YouTube live. So my video is also streaming on YouTube server. So server will provide services to different users. But now the main point came into the picture. Developer will develop the application. I am a developer. I will develop the application by using some languages or technologies in my local machine. My application is running successfully in my local machine, but that application must run on where? Server. So where these applications will run. So that server, if you want to construct a building, what is required? Some raw materials are required: cement, sand, brick, steel, iron, wood, etc. But apart from that, land is required. First of all, you must have some land, you must have some infrastructure, you must have some raw materials. These all are required to construct the building. Similarly, if your application must run on the server, means we need to purchase that particular server, which is very, very costly. Did you understand? There are two problems in IT industry. Problem number one, where your application must run. Problem number two, how should applications be delivered safely and quickly? Your application is running successful on local machine, very good. Developer is telling, my application is running in my laptop. But your application must run on where? Remote server. Then only go live. Did you understand? Then only multiple users can access that particular application. So these two problems are that is called as delivering. Deliverable is nothing but what? Moving your application from local machine to remote server. That is called as deployment actually. In software industry, there are two teams will be there. One is development team, other one is operations team. Developer will work in development team. Responsibility of the developer is to develop the application. And operations team. Operations team responsibility is check whether the application is running successfully on the server or not. So developer is telling, my application is running successfully on my local machine. But operations team is telling, your application is not running successfully on the server machine. Now there is a clash came between these two people, between development team and operations team. Then DevOps came into the picture actually. So there are two problems are there. The first problem was solved by cloud computing, and the second problem was solved by DevOps team. So that is the reason there is a good relation between cloud and what? DevOps. Cloud will provide you an environment. It will provide the services through via internet. Cloud computing means it will provide some services via internet. So developers can use that particular services. Cloud will provide the servers, infrastructure, platform, softwares, everything it will provide. DevOps team, what it will do? It will try to automate the build process, CI/CD, automation. Is it clear? Deliverable process it will make simplified. So that is the reason today there is a good demand for Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps will provide you an environment. It will give you the flexibility of cloud computing as well as DevOps also. So cloud, Azure related to cloud, and DevOps related to the deliverables and CI/CD automation and all the other stuff. So Azure DevOps, AWS, GCP, these all are cloud providers which will try to provide the services. Is it clear? We'll discuss slowly what services they will provide and other stuff. Are you following everyone? Are you following everyone? Please type in the chat box. I think I am unable to hear your voice, but still no issues. I think you all can hear my voice. Everything is clear, right? Please type in the chat box. Live chat you can type yes or no, whatever it may be. Is it clear? Yes, very good. So these are the two problems that are available, where the application should run and how the application should deliver safely and quickly. So before going to this DevOps and all the other stuff, first of all you must know, I think I explained about different types of applications that are available, how to develop these applications with the support of programming languages, technologies, frameworks, database, tools, design patterns, design principles, architectures, SDLC models, cloud technologies, AI, everything. Full stack means full meals. One person must have the knowledge on all the areas. So it is very difficult to direct the movie. It is very easy to judge the movie because audience is very intelligent. Is it clear? Audience will not care about director or actor. He will just see the teaser and he will decide whether the movie is hit or flop. Similarly, it is very difficult to prepare for interview. It is very easy to for the interviewer to identify your skills. So generally, if you're a fresher or if you're an experienced person, if you're applying for a job as on Azure DevOps, means the first question they will ask, what are your day-to-day activities in your software industry? Nowadays, every software industry will follow this what DevOps actually. DevOps is providing an environment to deploy the applications, deliver the applications in a fast and efficient manner. Is it clear? So these all problems I will explain you how to crack the interview, why .NET developer must update Azure DevOps, why Java developer must update cloud computing. That is very, very important. Or there are jobs only on Azure. There are jobs on only on DevOps platform and everything. As a fresher, can I start my career in Azure DevOps? I'm a Power BI developer. I'm a business analyst. I'm a data scientist. I'm an artificial AI developer. Azure DevOps provide an environment for AI also in that Azure DevOps portal. So today, everyone, it is mandatory to upskill your career. So that's what I'm telling here. Now coming to your applications, where these applications will run means these applications will run on where? Servers actually. So data is very, very important. In order to store the data, database is required, but database is not user friendly. So end user cannot directly communicate with the database. That is the reason developer will develop different types of applications. If multiple users want to use these applications, keep the application the common place where everyone can access. That is called as server. So these type of applications are called as web applications, and these web applications can be developed by using Java, .NET, Python, and all the other stuff. Did you understand? Nowadays, there is a good demand for full stack development. Full stack development means your application was divided into two parts: front end application, back end application. Front end application can be developed by using React.js or Angular. Back end applications are nothing but APIs. You can develop the APIs by using Java or .NET. .NET means you have to use Web API or microservices. Java means you have to use Spring Boot to create the APIs. So your front end will communicate with the back end will interact with the database give the result back to back end will send the result in the form of JSON to front end, and this front end will send the responses to the client applications like browser or mobiles. So these are the minimum knowledge you must have the knowledge before entering into the cloud computing. So now what the end user wants? I told two characters are there in our movie. One is developer, other one is end user. Developer will develop the applications, end user will use the applications. For example, if you order a food in Swiggy, what you will expect as a customer? You want good tasty food and you want some spicy, or you want some salads. You will see the decoration of that food. That is the requirement of the customer. Is it clear, everyone? Similarly, what end user will expect when he open that particular application? For example, if you open Rapido, or if you open any OTT platforms, or if you access any Amazon e-commerce applications, the end user first point is he will focus on the front end UI, how the application is user friendly. User friendly means without more complicated, we can directly access the application. That is the first point. Second point is applications must run very fast. Suddenly Amazon has given an offer on a particular product. Now lakhs of users are connecting to that particular application. Suddenly server crashed. The application must run very fastly. Application must not crash. Is it clear? Application must be very much secure, because when you log into any application, you are giving your basic information like your mobile number, OTPs and other stuff. So your data must be privacy. Your data must be secure. Security also will play the major role. And application must be 24/7 availability. That is also very, very important. If you open the application, but that application, sometimes you will see page not found, or page is under construction, website is under construction, some problems you will see. So what end user expect? End user will focus on these things. Fast application must run fastly, no crashes, secure, 24/7 availability. Now what developer wants? That is very, very important. Developer point of view, developer want to develop the applications very easily with less amount of code, with auto generation code, with integration with the AI. Developer no need to, nowadays AI came actually. AI means when you write one line of code, next line code will be automatically generated. Is it clear? The GitHub Copilot is also integrated with all the IDEs, Visual Studio, STS, IntelliJ, etc. So, what developer point of view? Easy development, quick development, fewer errors, less manual work. And then, if application crash, who will suffer? And if deployment fails, who will suffer? These are the two main questions that are available. Did you understand, everyone? So, the main point is, there are two main characters are available. Are you following, everyone? Please type in the chat box. There are two main characters that are available in IT industry. One is developer, other one is what? End user. My voice is clear, everyone? So, developer main job is to develop the application. End user main job is to use the application. Please type in the chat box, all of you. Yes or no, whatever it may be. I am unable to hear your voice. Is it clear, everyone? So, these are the main points you must have the knowledge actually. So, there are two main questions I am asking here. Is it clear? Developer point of view, easy development, quick deployment, fewer errors, less manual work. If application crash, who will suffer? End user will suffer, company will suffer, business will fail. Now a big World Cup match is going on. Suddenly Jio Hotstar is not working means, did you understood? The customers and nobody will, they will also lose their business. Did you understood? So, who will solve all these problems actually means DevOps and cloud combinedly. Is it clear? Solve all these problems. Anyway, I will explain you what is cloud computing, what services the cloud computing is providing, what is DevOps, what tools the DevOps is providing, how DevOps make the CI/CD automation, and all the other stuff we'll try to discuss actually. So, Azure DevOps is the combination of cloud computing and DevOps. There are two different teams that are working in olden days. Now, these two teams, these two responsibilities are assigned to the third person. There are, in olden days, I am a developer. He is a cloud developer. He is another person, DevOps engineer, operations team. Now, what companies are expecting? These two roles also must be assigned to the developer. So, if you are a full stack Java developer or full stack .NET developer, you have to upskill both cloud computing as well as DevOps. There are different types of cloud service providers are there. AWS is there, Amazon is there, GCP is there. Is it the popular cloud are two? One is AWS, other one is Azure DevOps. Now, Azure DevOps is having high demand than AWS because it is user friendly, easy for the developer. Always Microsoft products are easy, drag and drop, less compact for the developer. Developer can easily interact with that Azure DevOps portal and all the other stuff. But before going to this DevOps or cloud computing, you must have the knowledge on SDLC. SDLC full form is what, all of you? Software Development Life Cycle. SDLC is an approach that was followed by the software companies to develop the application, deploy the application fastly and efficiently. It will to maintain the application. Every company, if you want to construct a building, you cannot directly construct with the support of raw materials like cement, sand, brick, steel, iron, etc. Definitely, you have to approach a civil engineer. He will give you the proper designing, planning. You must get the permissions. Then only will start constructing the building. So, in software industry also, if you want to develop a successful applications, we have to follow some SDLC methodology. So, SDLC is a methodology, software development life cycle. It is a methodology that was followed by the software companies to develop the applications, deploy the applications. If you are a developer, designer, tester, DevOps engineer, or if you are a cloud engineer, or if you are a data scientist, data analyst, business analyst, SDET, software developer, engineering and test, any AI developer, anyone must have the knowledge on SDLC methodology. So, if you want to develop any application, first of all, you need to gather the requirements, and then the designing phase will be there, development will be there, testing will be there, deployment will be there, maintenance will be there. So, SDLC is a process actually. First, if you want to develop an application, first we need to gather the requirements from the client, and then we need, that is planning, and then we need to go for analysis, and then we need to analyze, and then we need to go for designing, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. This entire process, is it clear? These are the different steps that are available involved in SDLC methodology. First one is planning, requirement gathering, and then designing, and then development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Did you understand? Similarly, as I explained you about the building construction also, first we need to go for designing and then requirement analysis, design. These are all the stuff we have to follow. Did you understand? Requirement gathering is the first step. Requirement gathering means in software industry, business analyst will be there. Business analyst means he is a person who is mostly from MBA background, having good communication. He must interact with the clients. He will try to follow different techniques to gather the requirements, like brainstorming techniques, observation skills, like lot of techniques will be there. So business analyst will gather requirements from the client, and they will prepare some document, SRS, which consists of high level design and low level design, and that SRS consists of all the information and all the other stuff. They will gather the requirement and then they will start doing the analysis. Is it clear? In this analysis, they will prepare the documents, project architecture diagram, UML diagrams, ER diagrams, sample screens, data flow diagrams, all the information. They will prepare the document, HLD, high level design and low level design and all the other stuff. And then the coding, developer, what he will do, he will start writing the coding, creating the APIs, establishing the communication between different APIs, sharing the data between that particular microservices. That is the main job of the developer. Then tester, what he will do, he will test the application. He will identify the test cases, defects and all the other stuff. There are different types of testing also there. Black box testing, white box testing, sanity testing, real testing, retesting, like smoke testing. Different types of testings are there. Different levels of testing are also there here. And then deployment team. This is very, very important. Deployment team means DevOps engineer. He will automate the deployment build process actually. Is it clear? Make the application must run successfully. If you take PUBG game, lakhs of people will play that particular PUBG game. Now, if the PUBG want to introduce a new feature in that game, again they have to stop the server. Again, developer must write the code, and again we have to manually deploy that code to the server, which is a tedious process. So, what DevOps will do? DevOps will automate this particular integration and deployment. So, continuous integration and continuous deployment. Is it clear? That will be done by DevOps. It will automate. So, these are the main points that is available here. So, in SDLC models, there are different types of models are there in SDLC: waterfall model, V model, spiral model, RAD model, and the popular model is Agile model. Agile is very, very powerful. Waterfall model means water will always flow from top to bottom. That is a failure model. Leave it. Mostly for testers, they have introduced V model, validation and verification model. In waterfall model, all the steps will done. Second step will done after completion of first step. Is it clear? For example, if you take a gated community nowadays, how they are constructing the building. Now they are dividing the total land into phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, something like that. First they are starting phase 1 and phase 2. Parallelly, in middle of that construction, they are starting the other. That is Agile model actually, which is very popular. But in V model, validation and verification model means coding and testing will done simultaneously. Mostly testers will follow this model. So, Agile is very, very important actually. Today there is a good demand for which model, all of you? Agile model. Are you following everyone? Online students, please respond. Type in the chat box. My voice is clear, right? Anyone type the message? Is it clear? So, SDLC is a methodology actually. Please type message in the chat box. Hi, some message. Sir, no. Anyone please type the message? Can you see my message? Did you understood? So, now what is this Agile model actually? So, in Agile model, in order to understand in easy manner, so business analyst will gather requirement from the client, and business analyst will divide the requirement into different. For example, in order to explain in a easy manner, you know about Mahabharata. Mahabharata is nothing but what? Epic. What is epic? Epic is nothing but a collection of stories. Planned story is called as sprint. In Mahabharata, you have parvas are there. 18 parvas are there. Adi Parva, Aranya Parva, Salya Parva, Drona Parva, Bhishma Parva, like Karna Parva, 18 parvas are there. So what is Parva? Parva is nothing but a collection of what? Stories. Story is nothing but a small piece of a small story. Is it clear? If you take Drona Parva, Dronacharya is the guru for both the Kauravas and Pandavas. When they are children, they are playing some game near the well. The ball went into that particular well, so they are trying to take that ball, and Drona hit the arrow and took that particular ball from that well. That is a story. Like some lakhs of stories are available in a Parva. So collection of Parvas are available in a epic. Ramayana is an epic. Epic is collection of Kandas in Ramayana. In Mahabharata is a epic. Epic is collection of what? Parvas. 18 Parvas are there. Parva is collection of what? Stories. So in Agile methodology, this Parva you can consider as a sprint, and this story is considered as a story. So Agile is nothing but, in Agile process, what will happen? You have to gather requirements from that particular client, and all the requirements you have to keep in particular epic. And planned story is called as sprint. Unplanned story is called as sprint backlog. So collection of stories. Planned story means what? For example, I told you now this gated community. First, they will have some 5 to 10 acres land is there, but they will not start the construction of the complete land. In that, they will divide that particular land into different phases. Phase 1, phase 2. Sprint is nothing but the stories that must be developed at the initial stage. That is called as sprint. So epic, your project is considered as, when you want to develop an e-commerce application, first of all, you need to gather the requirements from the client. Initial requirements, whatever you will gather, you have to keep all that requirements in a epic. So in epic, multiple stories will be there, but will not develop all the stories at initial stage. The stories that are ready to develop, that will keep in where? Sprint. So planned story is called as sprint, which are ready to develop. Unplanned story is called as sprint backlog. Initially, whatever the requirements that you gather, that you will keep in where? Epic. And the requirements that will come in future, that you can keep in a product backlog. The terminology is important. First I introduced epic, product backlog. Is it clear? Sprint backlog. Planned story means the stories that are ready to develop, those are comes under what? Sprint. Unplanned story is called as sprint backlog. So who will develop these stories? In software industry point of view, what is a story? Story is nothing but a small task. Login form is there. That is called one story. Forget password, another story. Change password, another story. Inbox, another story. Generate OTP, another story. Send notification, another story. Send email, another story. Deposit the money, story. Withdraw the money, story. A small task, that is called as a story. So who will involve in developing the stories means Scrum. So what is Scrum? Team of members who are involving in developing the story is called as Scrum. Group of members. Nearly 6 to 7 members will be working in that particular Scrum team. In that Scrum team, you'll have designer will be there, developer will be there, tester will be there, analyst will be there. Lot of people will be involving in developing the story. That is called as Scrum. Is it clear? So business analyst will gather requirements from the client, and he will keep all the requirements in one epic and identify the stories that are ready to develop, keep in what? Sprint. The requirements that will gather in future, that is called product backlog. The requirements that are ready to develop, that are kept in sprint 1, sprint 2, like multiple sprints are there. And who will involving in developing these stories means Scrum. Scrum is nothing but team of members who are involving in developing the story. In Agile methodology, your product master will be there, Scrum master will be there, Scrum team will be there. Mostly business analyst or project manager will act like a product owner. Scrum master is the coach for that particular Scrum team. Scrum, you are the member in the Scrum team. So what is your job, all of you? If you are a fresher, up to 5 years or 6 years below that experience, you will be working in the Scrum team. Team of members who are working in developing the story. In Agile methodology, every story must complete in the 2 days. Is it clear? 1 day is considered as 1 point actually. We will not use the word day, we will use the word point actually. 1 story means 2 points. 1 point means 8 hours. 2 points means 16 hours. So 1 story you have to complete within that particular given time. So who will, multiple Scrum teams are available in Agile methodology. Who will handle all these Scrum teams? Scrum master. For example, I am the team leader or project manager. I am the Scrum master. Under me, multiple Scrum teams are working. In every Scrum team, we will have developer, designer, tester. DevOps engineer, multiple members will be involving in that particular story. Developer will write the code, immediately tester will test the code, immediately DevOps engineer will deploy the code. That is a story who will involving in completing that story means the total scrum team will be involved. For example, if one story is a very big story is there, which cannot be completed by one scrum team. So what the scrum master will do, he will identify any developer, a good resource from other team, and he will deploy in this team. The main point in Agile methodology, there are two questions will be there in Agile methodology. Every day, scrum meetings will be there. Chit-chat meetings will be there. 2 minutes meetings will be there. Stand-up meetings will be there. The main agenda of this meeting is two questions they will ask in this meeting. What work you done yesterday and what work you will do what today. Did you understand? Your task is complete or not. It is a stand-up meeting actually. So that is the point how it will work actually. So Agile is a Scrum framework at a glance. Is it clear? These all Agile methodologies creating the requirement gathering, creating the Azure has provided all the features in one particular place. That is Azure DevOps portal. Did you understand? Cloud computing I told, DevOps I told, SDLC I told. If all the three teams must work in a single place, that was provided by Azure DevOps actual. This is what I've told you now. Here all the characters you can see. There is one chart called every sprint will have deadline 1 to 4 weeks. One sprint means 1 month. Within that particular time period only we have to complete that particular sprint. After sprint development is done, sprint meetings will be done. That is a week, monthly basis. So how the sprint is working efficiently. Client also will release the bill based on that particular hours only. That is another process actual here. That's what I told you. I explain this Agile methodology in Mahabharata. Mahabharata, you'll have epic. Epic is collection of what? Parvas. Parva is collection of what? Stories. So here also in Agile methodology, here Parva is considered as sprint. Story is nothing but a small task. Your application was divided into different modules. For example, if you develop an e-commerce application, you have to maintain the order details, you have to maintain the cart details, you have to maintain the payment details, you have to maintain the notification details. Lot of modules will be there in a particular application. Every module will have multiple tasks will be there. One task you can consider as one story, and the planned stories, all the collection of stories will kept in one sprint. Did you understand everyone? Yes or no? So this is what happening in Agile methodology. You'll have burn down chart will be there. Burn down chart means how the user stories are burning. It will be mentioned in a graphical manner so that they can check the user stories and they can take the decisions very fastly. How the stories are working and all the other stuff. Are you following everyone? Yes or no? Please respond. Are you following online students? Please respond. What is story? Hello, can you hear my voice? Please respond in the chat box. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Please type in the chat box. Did you understood? My voice is clear? Anyone please type in the chat box so that I will continue. My voice is clear, right? So Agile is very, very important actually. The live is going on and it was stopped. Story is a small unit of work. Yes, yes. So who will develop the story? Developer. Who will involving in developing the story? Developer. So there are a lot of main characters that are there are a lot of main characters that will be involving in developing the story. Anyway, is it clear, everyone? So this is about, that's what I'm telling very fastly. Business analyst will gather requirements from the client. Later, business analyst will prepare epic. Epic is also called as SRS, system requirement specification. Epic is essentially a large user story that can be broken down into number of smaller stories. Epic consists of project architecture diagram, UML diagram, ER diagram, database sample table, data flow diagrams, algorithms, etc. And what is HLD? Today there is a good demand for system design also. Today companies are asking about system design, high level design, low level design, what is sharding. There are 30 concepts are available in system design. MyGoMinds, we are starting a new batch on system design also. If you want to connect to that particular course, you can join. Contact number is 888-530-2122, or you can just search in the chat box, we'll share the number. Is it clear? These are the points what we are having: high level design and low level design. So once business analyst will design the epic, epic is a collection of stories and all the other stuff we have discussed here. Is it clear? So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing means deliver the computer services like servers, storage, databases, networking and software via rental basis. It's a very simple thing. In olden days, if you want to get power to your house, what you have to do? You have to purchase one generator. Is it clear? And you have to pour diesel or something like that, and you can use that particular power, which is a costly process. Nowadays, what you are doing? You are pay for usage. That is the first main point of cloud computing. So, based on the how much you are using the power, the power bill will be generated. You don't need to purchase any transformer to maintain that particular what power. Did you understand? Or if you want to use your mobile, you don't need to purchase the satellite. Or you don't need to you purchase one SIM card, pay for usage monthly basis. Similarly, cloud computing will provide the different types of services. Is it clear? It will give you an environment to run your application. It will give you an environment to store your data. It will give you an environment to scale your applications. It will give you environment. Auto scaling will be there in cloud computing. Auto scaling means when the number of users will increase, server space also will be increased. So before going to cloud computing, you must have the knowledge. There are different types of cloud providers out there: AWS, Amazon, Azure, GCP, Google Cloud Provider, and which one? Salesforce Cloud is also there. Oracle Cloud is there. IBM Cloud is there. So on premises is very, very important. On premises means, for example, you want to construct your own house. If you want to construct your own house, what is required? You have to purchase the land. You have to design the house, and you have to arrange the raw material, cement, brick, electricity, water, furniture, security, maintenance. Everything you have to take care of your own. Similarly, for example, if you develop one application, if you want to make that application available to everyone, you have to deploy that application on the server. Is it clear? So we need to maintain our own servers. You need to maintain your own hardware, your operating system, your runtime environment. If you want to run your applications, some runtime environment is required. Java applications, if you want to run, JRE is required, Java runtime environment. .NET applications, if you want to run, .NET runtime environments are required, .NET Core or .NET Framework. Is it clear? If you want to run a JavaScript applications or MERN or mean, some Node.js is required. It is a runtime environment that is required to run your applications. Middlewares are required. Lot of everything will be required. Hardware, operating system, runtime, these all will be managed and maintained by the company itself. That is called on-premises. You are constructing your own house means you have to take care about you have to purchase each and everything. You have to speak with the contractor, everything you have to take care. That is on premises, which is a tedious process. So in olden days, all the applications are running under on premises, and I have to purchase my own server. But what is the problem? Is it clear? The number of users who are visiting my application is very less, but I have to pay the money for the total server cost I have to bear, which is a tedious process. That is the reason what came means cloud computing. On premises means you buy your own land. You design the house, you arrange the cement, bricks, electricity, water, furniture, security, maintenance, everything must take care by the individuals. Is it clear? Manage everything. You have to develop the application. You have to take care about the data, storage, runtime, operating systems, servers, networking. Everything must take care by the company itself, which is a tedious process. Managing everything by the company itself, that is on premises. That is the reason what came, IaaS came, infrastructure as a service. It is simple like purchasing an empty apartment. So you don't need to worry about electricity. You don't need to worry about water. You don't need to worry about lift. You have to concentrate only on what? Furniture, appliances and interior design. Similarly, in cloud computing also, infrastructure as a service means cloud will provide data center, networking, storage. You have to manage operating system, runtime, application and data. That is called what? Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means what? You no need to purchase the servers. You no need to purchase the data centers. You no need to worry about security, networking, storage. These all will be provided by who? Cloud service providers like Azure, AWS or GCP. You have to take care about your OS, runtime, application and data. That is infrastructure as a service. Did you understood? You are buying one apartment. You don't need to worry about electricity, lift, security. Everything will be taken care by the builder only. You have to focus on the infrastructure, woodwork and all the other stuff. That is your renting a furnished apartment. Here you see. Renting a furnished apartment is more accurate. Furniture, AC, kitchen, setup is ready. You just move in and live. Maintenance handled by the owner. Cloud manages OS runtime middleware. You have to manage the application code and data. That is infrastructure as a service. Next one is PaaS, platform as a service. It is something like you are not purchasing the apartment, you are taking the apartment as rental basis. Rent a furnished apartment. Nowadays, furnished apartments are there. Lot of IT employees are staying in the hostels. Different PGs they are staying. In every hostel, you can see refrigerator. All the services are provided in that 3 BHK or 2 BHK, and you are sharing the service and pay for usage. So, platform as a service means what it will provide. Renting a hotel room actually. This is a software as a service. Platform as a service means renting a furnished apartment. Applications, data, runtime, servers, storage, everything will be taken care by that platform. It will try to provide. You have to take care about what? Applications itself. Next, SaaS. SaaS is nothing but software as a service. In platform as a service, you have to develop the application. Remaining thing will take care by cloud. Deployments, everything will take care by cloud. But in software as a service, you no need to develop that software application also. Just renting a hotel room. Renting a hotel room means for 2 to 3 days you will stay in that hotel and you will live. Renting a apartment means you are renting for some years or months. Constructing your own house, everything you have to take care. Did you understood? So renting a hotel room here, fully furnished, housekeeping included, just use the service, no setup, no maintenance. Example, Gmail, Office, Salesforce, is all comes under what? Software as a service. Did you understood? Here you can see here all of you this summary. On premises is nothing but what all of you? Here you can see the summary. On premises means constructing your own house. Everything maintained and managed by the company itself. Infrastructure as a service means buying an empty apartment. So here you have to take care about OS and application. Platform as a service means renting a furnished apartment. Code and data you have to take care. Software as a service means only you must know how to use that particular applications. Are you following everyone? Yes or no? So Azure DevOps, see what cloud computing will do means cloud computing will provide you an information to, it will provide the services. Is it clear? What services it will provide? In Azure DevOps, we will have different types of services are there. Azure App Services will be there. Azure Function Apps will be there. Azure Service Bus will be there. Azure Repos will be there. Azure Regions will be there. Azure Storage Account will be there. Azure Blob Storage will be there. CI/CD integration, Azure App Services will be provided. Functionless servers will be there. Regions will be there. Azure Boards will be there. Creating the Sprint, Scrum, these all will try to cover in this course. So Azure will provide an environment to run your application safely. DevOps will provide the delivery steps, deployment techniques very automated. Is it clear? So developer will develop the application, developer will deploy the application. Manually deploying the application is a manual process in olden days. Is it clear? Now, in order to automate this particular build process, we will use what? Azure DevOps here. Did you understand everyone? Here I think we all discussed about all this stuff. What is SaaS, PaaS, ES and all the other stuff. So in the next session, I will try to explain you about more detail. So if you want to register for this Azure DevOps course, please contact MyGoMinds 888-530-2122 and you can attend my classes, live sessions where I will try to take care Azure DevOps and .NET full stack course is also going on with MyGoMinds. along with Angular. Today there are a lot of jobs are there, but the main problem is people are not ready. People are not upskill actually. All .NET developers, they are stuck with old .NET frameworks. This is the right time for you to upskill your career. And if any free career guidelines, if you want to contact me, or if you want to speak with me, please contact this number. I'll give you some free career guidelines either for freshers or experienced or working professionals, anyone. Thank you. Catch you later in the next session. Have a nice day. Please share this link to your friends, and please try to like, share, comment, and for better reachability, please try to subscribe for updated